I go between Bolt and Uklon. Bolt had like a good promotion at the beginning for half price, and then I just kind of choose between the two. Uber is always overpriced.
Back and forth. These days, usually Uber or Bolt because it's easy and relatively cheap. I used to use Uklon, but at some point I kind of switched over.
I use so many. Today I used Bolt, and I think it's very cheap. That's number one. And also because they're always like at a few distance away from me. Once I type my address, I can see like, oh, the driver is like 5 minutes away, 2 minutes away. So that's my favorite. And on some days when Bolt is not available, I prefer to use Taxify also. Although I think Taxify is a bit expensive, but then it does the job.
I use Uber, and I think I've used Uklon. So Uber's great because it works everywhere. It works in Ukraine, it works in London, it works in Texas.
I use Uklon, mainly because of the quality of its service. Uber has been kind of unpredictable, and that's not good enough for me.
I use a local taxi service called Uklon, and I also use a service called Bolt, and I also use Uber Shuttle. And the reason I use Uklon is because I like to support the local economy, and they're often cheaper. I use Bolt sometimes when I really want to make sure the taxi is going to come because they have a GPS feature.
Bond, I think it's Bond, no?
No, use Bolt.
We use the ones that have car seats, that provide decent car seats.
And they're slightly cheaper than Uber with a better quality of car. Sometimes you use the Bond, Taxi Bond, but the app is terrible, so it's not very user-friendly. Uber's app is also terrible, and Bolt's is the best app, the best cars, and the cheapest price, I think.